Don't adjust your YouTube phone screen. Most people now watch YouTube at home on their TV. Don't adjust the voice, but it's us here on Unpopular Review Wrestling, and we have a lot of people make this network great. You do not see the handsome, the short, the blind. Did I say short? Mr. Dice
wow.
The program. You're not going to see I can't speak it. I ain't going to make fun of it. Don't come at me. I'm not going to make fun of it. I can't speak Spanish other than Balaclomego. You're not going to see Vic today. You're going to see Mike Knox from the Mike Knox Show. You're going to see Freckles Sensei from the NXT Trio Show. But guess what, y'all? They may be on sabbatical, but it's still.
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.
And this road to WrestleMania is heating up. What's going on, Freckles Sensei? How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. This has been It's been spicy season. I love calling WrestleMania spicy season. This is where all the drama, all the tea, anything that you want, that's the most dramatic, pettiest stuff. It happens these last few weeks leading up to WrestleMania every time. And tonight, last night didn't even fall short of spicy season. I loved it. I can't wait to talk about this.
Well, a lot of things happen on SmackDown. Again, guys, thank you for locking in and tuning in right now to the SmackDown Penitentiary. Dice Man is not here today. Neither is Vic Damone. They are off today, so we decided to go ahead and step in at the last moment. So we do apologize. You know how prompt that. Well, what am I talking about? Freckles, they do a show with Vic. They're late all the time, so it's okay. But we thank you. But subscribe, hit the bell notification.
Always behind schedule.
Yeah, I'm never late. So I'm just keeping us, what they say, calling a bean that was flowered by Jack, or, I'm that seed that flowers things. So, hey, listen, let's talk about this show right here, SmackDown. And it starts off with Randy Keith Orton. Woo. You got the commissioner in the ring. What's going on here, Freckles?
They are teasing the fuck out of me, and I'm getting annoyed. I've been saying for the longest that, man, I don't give a damn that he's Nick Aldis. That man is Magnus. I've been saying I need Magnus to fight in WWE as soon as he came. And boy, it felt like it was the closest that we got. Randy mad that he don't have an opponent. He tells Nick, hey, I paid. They mostly be late sometimes, just almost all the time. But it was perfect. Randy's like, oh, I need an opponent. If not, I'm about to start cracking skulls and leaving names. Nick is like, look, I just need your respect.
Whoa. What's that word?
Well,
came out so fast you didn't recognize it. That's because you got that horrible ass Raiders hat on.
Look, listen. This hat was given to me. I would never be a Raiders fan.
I don't care.
I would never be a Raiders fan.
You can give me a letter raise and I'm not wearing it.
It fits the fit
because it was gifted to me. So if you're gifted, I'm gonna stop. Continue SmackDown. Well, all this is out here.
It depends.
I do like what Randy said to him though. He was like,
"Look,
the man mentioned the man's wife. I give them this much. They have to go further today because everybody's behind the curtain, but never been in the behind the curtain actually. So they know these things and they get it out there. But this segment, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need Magnus at this point. I need Magnus to come because the way Randy was like, look, I'm tired of exactly. See, bro, the way Randy was like,
everybody having internet problems around here but Mike Knox this week? He just froze too. So he literally just froze. What is going on in this world of people's internet? That is a freeze frame. But
I need a match. And then
nobody heard nothing you said. Nobody heard nothing you said. So I'm gonna take you out. So if you can hear me, now you know. Sensei, look, just so you know, Sensei's frozen like tundra. Okay, you are frozen. Okay, reset. But as he resets his system, this is important though because it like Shay said here. I want to go back to that comment. Why bring up Mickey James? Why? Those are fighting words to the point that you'll
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.
I was told as a kid, make sure if you go to jail, you have soap on a rope. I don't want to go to jail, but if you talk about my wife, I might have to be there. Okay? Those are fighting words, all right? So they got to take care of that. So I wonder, but it feels like, right? It feels like, and tell me if I'm wrong here, right, guys? It feels like, I'm going to switch this around, all right? Because I'm in their studio, so please bear with me. I'm just going to leave it right there. You get Sug Sikoa to come on out. You got, yeah. He's coming out. So this looks like this is where it's going. Why are you in the ring talking about making a WrestleMania match? That's Randy's whole thing, right? He listen, you better give me my match at WrestleMania. I deserve that. I want that. Give me what I want. Right? The Batista kind of thing all over again. Or I'm going to be cracking RKOs to everybody. You can get an RKO. You got an RKO. You got a few of them, but y'all can get some more of these RKOs if you want to. And he comes out, interrupts, and then this is SmackDown, right? So here's a 3-hour show that we're going to go to in about 60 minutes, okay? But all that happens, and then LA Knight comes out, yeah! But in my house, we go, no! No, we actually be louder than that because my kids be around. You don't want to be around here over WrestleMania time. It is a party up in here during WrestleMania season. But this leads us to get back to the picture, people. This tells us is what's going to be this match. Will it be them at WrestleMania, Solo and Randy, or will it be Nick Aldis? I like the winners of that, but I'm just going out there and just say this to those who want to see Nick in the ring. We're not going to see Magnus. I don't think we see Magnus. I know we want to see Magnus. I know people say he looks like he's in shape to do it, but we don't know if that's wrestling shape. You know, we all have those stories of people talking about coming back. They're in shape, but they're not in ring shape, right? So we'll find out with that. But then we have this gauntlet, WWE gauntlet match. I mean, before we go down, let's see what the comments are saying about that match. Everybody wants to see Nick versus Randy. Everybody? See, here's the thing with the word everybody, and I'm trying to learn this myself because I'm getting old. I'm trying to be a little bit more wiser. Everybody would mean you, me, and everybody. Everybody don't want to see it. And I'm going to say this why I say why. I would rather see Sug Sikoa versus Randy. I don't need to see Magnus in the ring.
I wouldn't mind it.
And so that's my thing, right? Because the same way we're going to talk about later about this match on the screen and the results of this match and why they're in that match. That's why, to me, Sug Sikoa has earned the right, in my opinion, to be at WrestleMania. So I want to see that. So, and then I say this as well. My kids don't know nothing about Magnus. He's just a GM to them, so he should get no kicks asses in that match. He's not even a playable character in WWE 2K25.
Let me use him in GM mode. But
welcome back to the program, Tundra.
Look, PC be acting. I don't know. PC be acting on PC time, but on CP time. But yeah, I actually do agree with you. I don't mind Solo being the guy versus Randy. I feel like that would be a good match. I will say I agree with Chris. I agree with Chris though. It don't have to that the Aldis versus Randy don't really have to happen at WrestleMania. You could save that and push that down the line. But also, where does Randy go from here? Like after this match, because pretty sure it's going to be him versus Solo. But after that, where does Randy go? Does he go for the title or
what? Are you frozen again?
No. I just cliffhangered it. I cliffhangered it.
It just stopped out of nowhere.
I cliffhangered it. But no, like does he go for the title or does he just like go on a break?
Oh, and his name is Tamatanga, by the way. So yeah, that's what I want to see. So that's what I want to go there. So then we get to this gauntlet tag team match that shocks me, to say this much. I think in our chat, I know in our chat, the executive consultant mentioned this. I think they put the wrong tag team match at Mania. But I also understand the same way I understand why Sikoa's in there. So people are already complaining about, oh, just throw this match together and they're in the match. Listen, it's Bailey and it's Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
You want to throw Big Mommy Cool in there if you want to. She's had a year because she's been with Liv Morgan this entire time. They deserve to be at WrestleMania. That's my thought. That's why I'm not the fans of the 5. And I get this. They should have got 6 matches each. It should be 7. Let's move on. The SmackDown.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't care about the semantics of that. That was fine. I don't mind. At first, I was like, this could have been on. The WrestleMania match could have been on the SmackDown before WrestleMania, and we could have gotten the Profits being on WrestleMania instead. But this match alone was pretty good. The Gauntlet match was good. It was just great seeing other tag teams that we haven't seen. We haven't seen Kaden. We haven't seen Kaden and Katana.
Well, I'm not gonna believe them anyway. Exactly.
We haven't seen pure PFC.
Hold on, stop right there. I knew it was something because here's the best thing about the show today. On the Mike Knox show on Tuesday morning now for a just very short period of time. I'm not talking about the weekend wrestling. It's Mike Knox's predictions for WrestleMania. So I'm glad we're getting this out the way right now, right? Because I'm a Shayna Baszler fan.
I do.
Okay, I'm a Baszler fan. I have a Shayna Baszler shirt. Okay, I love her. She. Did you see how she came out yesterday?
Yeah.
She wanted to get fired as soon as she came back to. What the hell was that, Shayna? Be professional. Did you see? She had on she didn't play with the cards, right? She came out in black Jodeci boots. Ooh, yeah, I know some of you kids is young. Google it. She had on her Jodeci boots. Okay. Then she had on the black faded jeans.
Yeah,
tight though, because it Dice would be here. So you see them tight jeans though, didn't you? No, I'm not looking at her tight ass jeans because I keep seeing, I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay. Got the tank top on black. Yeah, it was just terrible. It was. And then they called
I don't know what she was doing.
Meanwhile, Zoe Stark. See there? See what I did? I didn't mess it up. I didn't do it.
I caught that.
It was her. It's not about her. It's about the last name. Tony Stank. Remember that from Marvel? That's all it is. It's not about her stinking. Okay. But Zoe, who can wrestle her ass off as well.
Definitely.
She's dressed up for the match. Meanwhile, look at her partner. You knew they were losing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say you know what? Now, not thinking about it, you could tell. You could tell that it was gonna lose. You really could. And I hate it because I thought when PFC had first debuted together, I'm like, oh, they about to just run through these motherfuckers. Like they got rid of They got rid of
God dang it. I've been drinking.
Sonya
Deville.
They got rid of Sonya.
Yeah.
And ever since then, all we've seen that Zoe does is just do TikToks.
Yeah.
That's about it. Then you had I feel like the only ones that was really, really exciting besides Katana and Kaden was Apple Fire and Piper Niven because of the fact that one, they started increasing the tag team.
And you knew B-Fab and them wouldn't have had no chance in this either, right?
Absolutely not. I skipped them.
Listen, we're not gonna do that. Listen, it ain't just for the certain kind of air with me. Okay, it ain't just that.
But okay, B-Fab has been
red. Okay,
B-Fab have been looking
good. That black girl magic. Hell, we got even Mia Yims ain't Yemen no more. But Meechin and I'll give her half a hand.
Yeah, but she's still married to Keith, so
give her a half a hand.
She gets a.
But they had no chance. But go ahead.
There was nobody believable. There was nobody. Once you have Bailey, who we know Bailey, we know her history. Once you have Lyra, who comes from NXT and the people that have been following her since NXT to now.
People hate her though in this group, not us. Maybe you or me.
Yeah, but I know the people that they hate. But it's like
my boy don't even mess with her, yo. Lyra Valkyria gets no love in my house, but I respect her in-ring ability. I just think it was too soon for her.
I agree. I think she got caught up too quick. I thought she got the title a little too fast. But that's just me. That's just my perspective. I thought really Bailey. I thought if anybody was going to get it was Bailey. Mm-hmm. I purely thought that.
But I have to do this because it's an honorary thing to do. Can we please have a moment of silence for Dice Man's shave head Queen. Hey, we want some Bailey. All right,
Pamela.
yes. Get my man some justice.
Pamela Martinez.
Pamela Martinez moment, But no, I think Lyra can go. I think she was brought up too soon. But when I looked at this pairing of this gauntlet match, right, that took up some good time on SmackDown, by the way. All right, I give it credit for that. It wasn't terrible.
It was.
Here's what wrestling fans get me with sometimes. When you know the outcome, they decide to not want to cheer for something or don't look at it. You know what I mean? But what they gave us, it was entertaining. It was good. Okay, and it took up some time, and it didn't leave no doubt on who was going to win. And I think Kate and Carter and them, I'm not ever been a fan of them, but for the first time, and I say this, I took notice in this gauntlet watching them girls. I don't think they have a chance in hell, right? Because they just ain't been seen, right?
And that's the problem, and that's the biggest problem. Like I know we're gonna go into the other matches later, but this is why I kept on trying to argue with others in the IWC and the BWIC that it's more of Triple H don't really invest in tag teams like that. Like you can see it's like he doesn't really invest, but it's mostly because he doesn't invest in the storylines of some of these tag teams. Like, prime example, I forgot. I honestly, and I feel bad, but I forgot that Liv and Raquel were.
How do you forget that? Stop. They're on TV every single week with the belts in their hand. You don't watch wrestling. You don't watch wrestling if you forgot that Liv Morgan, no longer Mid Morgan,
I've been forgetting.
Has been the female wrestler of the year. It's up for three people. To me, there is no debate when I name these three women. Nia Jax,
absolutely,
Liv Morgan, and Toni Storm.
Yeah.
I don't care who you put 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest. I don't care who's 1, 2, or 3, but they were the 3 best women for the last calendar year in wrestling.
Yeah. Toni was just goddamn.
Toni was phenomenal. Timeless was Toni, and Queen Nia Jax finally still should shut the haters up. And Liv Morgan came out of nowhere. Liv Morgan to me has been on a 2-year run that's been crazy.
Her 2-year run, and I was the one.
Everybody's the one
on this show. On this show.
This is SmackDown.
This is SmackDown. This is SmackDown.
So this show or another show?
On UPPR, I was the one. Y'all can go back. Y'all can go back to the way back. I was the one that said when Liv Morgan was in that Money in the Bank briefcase, I said she carried that match on through, and she carried it for a reason, because now we see. Now we see we saw the birth. Now we see what's happening during the birth. And yes, she's top 3. She's definitely top 3. No matter what order you put it.
I will say this before we move on. I did not take notice of Liv Morgan, honest to God, until the promo out on the stairwell. It looked like she was like in New York, somewhere out back. You know what I mean? She was talking to Dominic, and then before the match last year was at SummerSlam. Last year, going to some of her and Rhea Ripley, and I was like, certain things just click with me there. You know what I mean? So again, wrestling's about storyline. But these 3 women, again, Bailey and Liv Morgan alone, doesn't matter. Mick Mommy Cool's her associate, that's her, Big Mommy Cool. And Live Valkyrie is your Intercontinental Champion. I understand why this match is at WrestleMania. Okay.
Big names.
We get this isn't my show, because I don't have this on my show, but they had this one.
Trash. 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 Trash.
And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. You know why it's a damn shame? Because they have nowhere else to go with this. Okay? They have nowhere else to go. You talk about Triple H, who I am a super Triple H mark as the wrestler. I give him somewhat credit for NXT, although everybody wants to give him all the credit. See there, Jeffrey, I said everybody, right? And everybody doesn't give him the credit, but we do it. But everybody loves what he did in NXT. You know what NXT was? It was Triple H and Vince McMahon telling him yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder who's telling this guy yes or no, because right now, Damian Priest
feels like everybody's saying yes. This is
Damian Priest There's not to. I just don't get it. It's not connecting for me. I don't know the guy personally, so I have nothing against him in that manner. I've just never been on the gimmick. And here's even worse. I've recently started watching Sons of Anarchy over, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's like the Disciples of Apocalypse. You know, maybe he's a biker. Maybe I never got what his gimmick, because I never got his gimmick. I never understand his gimmick, so therefore I can never understand or like him. Can you help me here?
So his gimmick was always like the Archer of Infirmary, but we never saw an infirmary. We never saw.
What is an Archer of Infirmary? Please school me, please. I don't know.
Like I said, we never seen it come to fruition. But
come to what?
Come to fruition, like the whole Archer of
or fruition.
Yeah, fruition. That's it. Fruition.
I messed up words on the time, so somebody catch me. I gotta get them back. That's my version of pause.
I was trying to figure out the word. That's how flustered I am about this. I was the one that was rooting for Damian Priest, not because of his gimmicks, because I always felt like his gimmicks never fulfill its potential. It's like it starts off
good. Potential. Look at his face.
That's an ugly face. That ain't gonna lie. That's
what I'm saying. That's a face on your mama, wife, cousin, auntie, family member should love. I don't know. I'm not doing that part. Listen, I just think. You say what is the thing of infirmary? What is that? What is that?
I think
I've been waiting for that. Please.
So I would say it's mostly like he was supposed to be like this assassin hitman, but it just never worked. It never worked.
Assassin hitman dresses like that.
He was supposed to knock off the top dogs, but it just never worked.
Hold on, where was that in Ring of Honor or something? Because that's never been a he has never been known as an assassin. And if that's supposed to be his gimmick, that's a terrible way to.
Well, no. So like. So the way that he does like the way that he used to do that and all that, it was like he was targeting people, but it just is not. And I hate this because I like Damian Priest as a person. There's no disrespect to him and how he came up and all that type of stuff, but it's just his gimmicks has not been hitting for me. I think after Judgment Day was like the main one that hit because it made sense, but after that, it's just been lackluster. It's been lackluster. I think he needs a new song. I think he needs a new song. I know he's going to keep it because he's doing something with Slayer later on throughout the year.
Right here, Mad Dog, and I hate to cut you off there. That's a lot of what happens at Mania.
It does. You got to get pushed.
And it's and I've said this before. Maybe everybody doesn't believe in this, right? I do believe in long time storytelling. I think a lot of WrestleMania should be long-time storytelling, but we know that wrestling's not that way, and it's WrestleMania. It's supposed to be bigger than so some storylines you got to rush along, right? And I think, honestly, it could be done within 6 weeks. You don't need a whole 8, 12.
No, you don't.
Within 6 weeks, sometime if it's really good.
You can do it in 3.
In a month. No, at least a month to me.
Yeah, by 4. Yeah, by 4.
Right? Yeah. But 6, for sure. And they've been running this for that long. It's just, I'm not a fan of Damian Priest, but I thought this part was hilarious. My man takes off the pirate after he whoops his ass, of course.
Bruh, like, good God. Out the gate was an ass woman. And what is up with Drew McIntyre still taking shit? Why is that
called
his thing?
The Punisher Martinez?
Yeah, he was called Punisher Martinez.
All right, I'm sorry. The way he's dressed, I bet I have an idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Damian got you. Listen, I don't get it. Listen. But my guy, this is why I say slow down Dirty Shane, because if it's at Mania, it's because of him. It's because of him. It's because of Damian fucking Priest. I'm going to say it again. Look at consultant. If you're going to make a wrestler, there's your model to me.
Yeah.
Size, strength, physique,
personality,
skills.
He checks off the list.
He checks every damn box in wrestling, whether you like him or you don't like him. He checks every box. All right. Don't get me started yet, Steve. Don't get me started yet. Drew MC.
Drew McIntyre.
Listen.
Because the eye patch. But no, I love this. I don't know why I like this side of Drew where he's just like petty. He's just always going to be petty. I don't know why I like it, but I love it. I love seeing this side of Drew. I do like the fact, because it was Priest that took the title off of him, that it was always Priest that's been gotten the upper hand off of Drew. I think this is that moment that Drew beats And it's a street fight, so I definitely got Drew winning this. Drew beats the crap out of him.
Shay, because today's word is
this
everyone, right? Me too. But everyone don't listen. You know, I got a brand new grandbaby, right? And sometimes he'll be knocked the hell out and just wake up screaming.
Oof.
Dude,
oof.
Just wake up and ask for the bottle at this point. So what, you're only 5 months old. We know what you want. You got to be screaming like that. But you don't always get what you want. Everybody don't listen. The baby don't listen. Okay?
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Starting to see it.
Priest, no, I'm serious. Like the demographic. He is a demographic hire, and I understand that because I'm a black man who watches wrestling. Okay? I've never understood his character. I'm not talking about, I've even gotten past his average wrestling ability. I can't get past his below average mic skills and promos.
Yeah, the mic skills.
And I can't get past standing on business, as they say. I don't know your gimmick, dude. I have no idea who the hell is Damian Priest.
It's like he's trying to be a lone wolf type of thing.
Nobody can be as great as Baron Corbin. He was Baron Corbin supposed to be. I wish Baron Corbin when Baron Corbin was Baron Corbin and shit.
Oh,
I wish he was here now. Okay, because Baron Corbin, he couldn't be half of the lone wolf Baron Corbin was. If anything, like I said, I'm watching Sons of Anarchy. Go the biker route.
Yeah.
You know, you do that sometimes, right? You got your cut. Maybe that's what it is.
Is he trying to do? Is he trying to do it? Is he trying to stray away from a lot of stuff because of how people be calling him, you know, bisexual taker and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing about that whole thing, that whole scenario, right? That's the world we live in right now, and it's ignorance, and who cares? And I'm still an old person who's still running and saying certain things. You know, what I mean, like I told my wife and I was saying, I was like, this is natural to us. That's natural. You know what I mean? But I don't care about those things that were said about him because you know what, it ain't. I'm not sleeping with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. That's up to him and her. Whatever
but he probably he's probably trying to stray away from like being so compared to Taker, but it's hard not to. You know, it's really hard not to.
I don't know where Baron Corbin is. I think he's just making steaks.
No idea where he's at.
I think he's just making steaks right now. Drew was upset for stealing jewelry. He did. I was going to get to that too, Jeffrey. That's great you brought me back to that because he definitely took that like he took CM Punk's chain. We're going to take a little commercial break, our first commercial break, and come back real fast and get through the SmackDown and get to the nitty gritty because we got a lot to talk about on SmackDown, y'all. It's 3 hours long. Right back, y'all.
Vince McMahon stopped this man from booking a match. I don't know if y'all know, it's WrestleMania season. There's a story back in the day that Moxley wanted a match with Brock Lesnar, and he was like, "Hey Brock, I got a couple good ideas. How about I bring a kitchen sink to the match and I just hit you with it?" And Brock was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Get away from me." And I swear to you, in an alternate world, Vince McMahon's like, "Fuck it, pal. Have your match. But Brock, I need you to impale this man. Take him out." And in this alternate world, Jon Moxley gets domed by this fucking kitchen sink by Brock Lesnar and is done with wrestling altogether. In this alternate timeline, AEW doesn't exist because Jon Moxley doesn't exist. Was Brock Lesnar talking to the Joker? "Yeah, that's right, man. I'm Jon Moxley. I'm the world champion, but I don't want to show you my title because I'm too smart. See? It takes me 11 hours to get to Chicago, but only because I drove 7 hours around the block looking for the Chicago Airlines Arena or whatever the fuck it's called." How, Renee, if you're watching, how did you have a baby with this man?
Fandango come back on NXT. This outfit looks like she was one of his dancers.
Whose house?
All right. Yeah, got a little fandango. We got some dirt dango in NXT. And change the channel. Now,
About Charlotte Flair, the women's wrestler. Of all time.
Yeah, Michaela had to come downstairs. Michaela,
Oh,
this man got a thing for teeth, y'all.
I love veneers, dude. I just love
you like
the
Roman's
fucking-
teeth, y'all too. No broke back. People like, yo, that man's
No,
teeth.
that's some fucking
I'm
gorgeous
with you.
teeth.
I'm
These
with
are
you, yo. Nice
beautiful
teeth is nice
fucking
teeth.
veneers. But you know what? People that smile like this, like Magic Johnson, you can see all how many teeth you got? 32? 32 fucking teeth in her fucking. When you smile your shit like the Joker, your fucking mouth opens this wide. I bet she would inhale a glizzy. I bet you she would inhale a glizzy.
Can you get
Welcome to the Smackdown Penitentiary.
wow.
Yo. Talk about babies and glizzies.
So I thought right there. Hey, let's go ahead real fast and dive into. Listen, where are they going with this?
That's a great question because I've been wondering for the longest. Are they going to break up? Are they going to split? Are they you know?
Could he survive on his own?
Santos?
Not Santos. Santos to me is a star.
Yeah. But
I don't know why he's not wrestling as much, but Santos is a star.
I don't think Humberto will survive because
I think they both have a look that's ridiculously over. But I'm an Angel Garza fan.
Yeah.
I just can't stop being a fan. I saw some little young Eddie in him, but then they stunted his growth. But I like all three guys. I like Humberto the least, if we could say that, right?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like Berto. Berto should just stay a face. Like the heel Berto is not.
I think he looks better as a face. A heel than this. Honestly, I think this look he has.
It's not
he looks
believable.
aggressive. Here's the thing in wrestling today, and we had a conversation about this. It's this, this everything's always about Bianca Belair turning heel and things like that, and I had to mention that, and I'm, because I just don't think. I think today everybody wants everybody to go heel.
Yep. I just said this.
Everybody wants everybody. Everybody doesn't understand any slight attitude you give something. Anytime someone starts to boo, she didn't get boos before the European crowd talking about Bianca Belair. So let's just stop that nonsense right there. She is a role model to all girls, not just BGM girls like my daughter and others, but all girls across the world. She is a model for it because you as an adult want to see her use foul language or be more ghetto or ratchet. You think that's a reason
just to complain that she's being ghetto and ratchet.
You can't compare everybody to Cena. Should Cena at some point turn heel? I think he should have, but because he didn't, I think it's where he essentially did the HH thing by not as big as, but so I can't even say his fucking name. HH did with the NWO. You know what I mean? But my thing is that everybody don't have to be heel. So we get Ray Phoenix though, and they're trying to get these guys over. I don't like they're keeping them apart from networks and channels, but they got him on SmackDown and they got his brother Penta on Raw.
Yeah, on Raw. Eventually they're gonna come back.
I've always been more of a Phoenix guy because Penta always reminded me of La Parka. Not that he's not great, not that I don't like him. Fair. I instantly said, "Oh, you try to be like La Parka," which is fine.
The walk and everything. Yep.
You know what I mean? But I also think, and it might be, and it could be entirely too late for Ray Phoenix, but I thought if any other wrestler not named Rey Mysterio or Juventud Guerrero
take on the
take on the mantle of Latino World Order, it would have been Ray Phoenix. Yeah. He has all those boxes to me that a Rey Mysterio Jr. had.
Yeah.
And so, but we get this match, and of course, he wins this match, and then we get what you're talking about. Are they breaking up? And then we get the backstage. What you think about this whole thing?
Like I said, it's at this point, just break it up. Like just break it up.
Okay.
It's been going on.
For guys, you're looking for people to be unemployed.
Well, so that's
you're all about.
So that will be the suck part. If they do break up, I don't see Barto lasting. Barto's not gonna get the Tozawa treatment. I don't see that. Oh, you on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. I was talking on my wife.
Oh.
I was on mute, but I wasn't on mute from my house. I know that I got a button there. It's called buttons, baby. It's called a studio. You've been in my house.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, sorry, I couldn't hear you. But yeah, like I said, you just gotta sometimes you just gotta pop up and cut people off. Like at this point, and I don't want.
It is a heavy roster.
It is. It's a heavy roster. I don't want Bartos to be in catering, but at this point, it's not moving. There's nothing about this.
They've tried 3 different
that moves the needle. This has been what, like, look how many times been about going on for almost 3 years.
Yeah,
and nothing. There's been no payoff. There's been no change, no evolution. Hell, the Street Profits evolve every doggone. Seems like they be evolving almost every 5 months. Because think about it. They was when
I don't know if I can say that in fairness. So, I can't say that. I can't say that.
The reason why I say it is because when they was with Bobby, and then it was like, and then once Bobby left because he was hurt, and then he left, and B-Fab took, B-Fab took over. This is actually true. This is definitely true. He's like fucking Debo, but when they
not the best wrestler. Best wrestler it's Angel Garza.
Yeah,
is a better wrestler.
Angel.
He has a better look than Angel because he just has a better look, I believe.
He does.
Right?
He does. Yeah, I would say that. Barto looks more deadly. Barto looks more deadly than he acts. And that's what annoys me. Because, like I said, the look he has down pat. Everything else just doesn't hit.
Well, he definitely got that new pyro.
Oh yeah. If it's probably gonna get pyro, he definitely was gonna get pyro.
Andrade is good. Yeah, I can see. Listen, do something with that. I'm gonna say this.
I wouldn't be mad with that.
This is why I don't know about you people, but I know about myself.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right? I don't know about them over there. Those who took those RKOs, I told you, you took them, and you had a few yourself of those RKOs. Listen, I get inboxed a lot when this company starts to hire for storylines. At least a dozen, to be fair. People go, yo, Mike, you should, whatever. All I'm saying is, Triple H, if you're listening, and we know y'all listen because we get a lot of fucking strikes on some bullshit. Okay? You have too many wrestlers, and that's okay. Because everybody wants to, it's the world we live in. You gotta,
yeah.
Right? If you just put everybody back into gang warfare, I get it. Maybe you can't call it gang warfare no more.
Oh, that would be cool.
Maybe you can't call it that no more. If you're going to have all these factions, then have these factions go against each other. You had Los Boricuas taking on the Disciple of Apocalypse, taking on the Heart Foundation. I was going to intercede the ones that can't come on my baby, but you had them all going against each other, right?
Yeah,
do something like that.
Bring back faction wars.
Bring back faction wars. Because and then leave individuals and stuff. That way you can that way you can get that. That can be your WCW version of the Luchadors, where these guys take majority of those times up in matches because you have a lot of good wrestlers there, just too many of them, and then focus on the big guys. There you go. That was for free, and they wouldn't even a lap dance. Go ahead. Remember that song? Because you can get this lap dance here for free, right? Remember that song? Okay.
I actually do remember that.
I'm sorry, I know you're a Christian.
I hate how certain songs I know. I just hate how certain songs I just grew up on knowing. But
you're from Atlanta, so you kind of grew up on a lot of trash music and good music at the same time. I don't think y'all know the difference here. Y'all have so much good music, y'all accept all the bullshit.
Look, we just ignore it.
Ignore it?
I just ignore it. Some songs I just have to ignore. I just can't. I just can't. Almost anything that came out since
y'all got So Deaf, then y'all got What's Up?
Look, that was
Twins.
That was look.
That man made a song out of a bed squeaking. Okay,
that went.
My wife calls it pussy music.
Hard.
All right, stop. Let's move on. So,
yeah,
let's get to this real fast because again, hitting the quota because I like when I'm wrong. I know people don't like that. No, I want to be right. No. I like when I'm wrong when I don't see something people see. I did not see how great she was.
I agree.
I didn't.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I thought she was
sorry.
Like
woo. I still think you suck, bro. But your wife?
Yeah.
Your wife is on some other level shit to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead about this match because the other girl, I think she's only here because she's beautiful and she's also Puerto Rican from New York.
Yeah,
I have nothing against Selena Vega at all. I have a thing about wrestlers who look like they can't beat you. This thing about what's the tag team from earlier, Kaden and the other girl, right?
Kate,
when I'm watching that match, and I thought it was a good entertaining match, but I say I'm looking at her like, yo, she is so tiny. She has like no muscle mass. Like if you look at like Dean Malenko looked at short, right? And he is short, but he was a little stocky, so he looked.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was little. He was.
But go ahead. This match. What was this match about?
Zelina is what I call a Twitch star. She's not like a
Twitch star. Wow.
She's and it's true though. Like most of her stuff comes from Twitch. Like she has like one of the most paid subscribers and everything. It's
wow,
crazy.
Like that.
But outside of that, yeah, it's a big meh. Yeah, I fell off the. I ain't gonna lie, I did fell off the Zelina. Where just got injured from you say that's why. But I fell off the Zelina wagon after like the whole LWO thing happened, and then it re-happened, and then it unhappened.
Never on a Selena wagon. I was never on a Selena wagon.
I was like, all right, this one they ain't gonna do nothing for her. The match itself is great, and I think that's why she stays. Is because she put on. There was a moment where I was like, oh, this is that was terrible, and that was when they did the table move. And Chelsea tried to sling her back into the ring, but Zelina paused and then walked into the ring. I was like, oh, that was bad. But other than that, the ending I felt was funny because about damn time Zelina gets a win. I don't care how she gets a win, but by any means necessary, damn it. So I enjoyed that moment. And once again, I was proven wrong because I was also thinking that Chelsea was
Chelsea Green. Even my daughter likes Selena Vega. Michaela, do you like Selena Vega? No. Why you don't like Selena Vega? She's boring, but she's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
What's boring about her? Her moves, her storyline?
No, her storylines do be boring.
Wow.
I agree.
What do you know about wrestling?
I agree with Michaela. Michaela is outdoing half of y'all in the IWC right now. Michaela outshines y'all by miles. Damn shame. Grow up. Anyway.
But no, Chelsea Green deserves all this.
Yes.
All she gets. She
is innovation.
I think it was in one of those. I don't know what show it was this week because we do a show here almost every day. It seems like on our pay-per-view. Wrestling and entertainment combined. But Captain Shay had spoke about the belt. No, it might have been in the chat. I think it was in the chat. And about the titles and why like Laura Valkyria versus her.
Yeah.
I said, of course, I didn't want a gimmick champion at first. I can give you that. But she said at a point, she said, well, the U.S. title has always been a title used for the better stalk. Right, like the bigger lights.
Yeah, that is true.
That character.
And then the IC title was always the workhorse.
Workhorse title. And I was like, damn, that's an intelligent wrestling shit to say. Because when I think about it, you can't see this belt over to my right. The first time WWE ever got a color title was the U.S. title.
Yeah.
And the first person to wear it was Eddie Guerrero. And I just thought, and I look back, I didn't want to gimmick title at first. So I thought, me, Black Girl Magic, give it to one of them at first,
Yeah.
I've been completely become a Chelsea Green fan. Her security force, all that. Selena Vega, I'm sorry, your time is coming past, just like Damian Priest.
I will also say that I give credit to that for me being a Chelsea fan to Sabrina Stella, the wrestling dog, because she kept on trying to tell me.
Not a fan of Chelsea.
She kept trying to tell me. She said he ain't a fan of Harley.
I say something all the time. You don't like nothing, Chris.
You don't like anybody.
I don't even know. Like, you're the kind of person that I don't know this about him. So just hear me out. He would have sex and go, "Was it good?" Damn, I can't even remember. I don't know. That's you, Chris. That's you. You don't like nothing.
Absolutely. He'd be like, "Oh, you know what? That was like a 3.5 star or something."
Yeah, like
your moans wasn't captivating. It wasn't your mic skills wasn't.
And here's the thing: I start asking people, "What is your perception of wrestling?" Right? Exactly. I know what it is. I know the facts of the matter. Right? This is something I can stand on. All right. And a lot of people can't pick me up, so I can stand on this because you ain't lifting me off my feet. All right. unless it was that what that van ride was at Disney World. That damn house had my ass levitated. But
the Tower of Terror.
The Tower of Terror lift my ass. Oh shit! Right. But unless you're Tower of Terror, you're not picking Mike Knox up. So I stand on these facts when I say this. Wrestling is storyline from the beginning of time to the end.
It's
adding in how great you wrestle in the ring is the third component of professional wrestling.
Absolutely.
It's your storyline. Then can you talk and deliver your storyline? Then can you wrestle?
Exactly.
And then comes, can people start buying your merchandise? That is the 4 pillars. That is the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling. So I said to say, what is there not to like about Chelsea Green? Out of the 4 things that count for you to be a professional wrestler, she does 3 of them motherfuckers really damn good.
Yeah, because she get that. She definitely can wrestle. She can sell her ass. Like I noticed that even in the Royal Rumble match. That's when I started to really like Chelsea, was doing the Royal Rumble match, because I was like, wait a minute, she's getting me believable.
Listen, and I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. If she wins this title off of Chelsea Green, it's a sham mockery. It is a complete.
I don't even know how to feel, because Zelina hasn't really been getting like. Yeah, and I'll be mad because Zelina hasn't even really been getting no type of momentum at all. Anything. It's like she's always the loser. She's always the loser. She's the jobber, unfortunately, when it comes to the women's. It's like, she wants to prove herself, but then she falls short, like her height. But anyway,
you stupid, like her height. But let's go ahead and move on. Listen, I'll put this picture right. I chose this picture. I got this show together, y'all, in like 12 minutes. Okay.
This is for the people that want him to be Homelander. This is definitely for the people that want him to be Homelander. You see how happy that kid is? You see how
good picture.
You see how she cannot go to a wrestling event ever again in her life, and she gonna say that the best moment in her life was when Cody approached her.
She could be the next Izzy Mania for all we know.
Yes.
And shout out to Izzy Mania and Orlando's own NXT Bailey girl who got her WWE ID invitation. Because someone who's met that little girl, has spoken to her and her family. My daughter's a fan of her and her growing up in that Orlando area, despite what people say behind reasons of how it got there and how it doesn't. None of that matters. This little girl had a dream, and it's almost at the doorstep of being fulfilled. Okay, and to me, that is an amazing story. And when I picked this, I'm gonna say this in my disclaimer, because my commercial will never change. Fuck you, Cody Rhodes, because of you, I didn't get Rock and Roman. Simple as that. I have loved Cody Rhodes from day 2. My best friend, my best man at my wedding, from day 1, loved Cody Rhodes. The second he came on screen, I didn't like him that fast. It was right before he joined Legacy, I became a Cody Rhodes fan. It was right around the end of that Bob Holly run with him.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Okay.
But every entity of Cody Rhodes, I've loved every single entity. That's my last disclaimer. But from here until eternity, fuck Cody Rhodes, and especially fuck Cody Rhodes if John Cena don't win. Jonathan, Horatio, Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, Hill, Cena don't win that title at WrestleMania. Fuck you, Cody.
I think he wins now.
But this moment is great. I thought this promo was great, putting all the belts out, showing the history.
Oh yeah, that was.
I saw a post that said Cody out here selling a WrestleMania match by himself because you can't see me, John Cena. Okay, but I love this last night because I'm a title collector. You can't see him behind me, but I'm a title collector, the king of belts. That's why the OBK. Okay, the original belt king. Never forget it. Okay, I love this. People hate the spinner. I hope he brings the spinner back. Y'all must forget how popular 50 cents was. Go ahead.
To pull something like that, to pull it, I would bring like that Friday for WrestleMania. If I was Cody, I will bring out the spinner belt. I will bring out the spinner belt.
Yes, I hope I will play. Please hop on. Please. I will play. Triple dog dare you to hop on.
I will play the Thugonomics theme. And I will have Cody come. Like, if Cena really wants this, he's gonna have to go through some humiliation.
I like y'all. This is why I love you people. This is the show. Listen, I can know what just for that. Just for that.
Spinner was cool.
I love spinner. Cool. The spinner belt was awesome.
Listen, it was cool for me. Like, I like it.
Fix my damn camera. Fix my camera. Fix my damn camera. Yeah, baby.
I actually like it.
Watch this. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna get a good one in here. It keeps spinning. It keeps spinning. It keeps spinning. It keeps spinning. You see this one too? It spins too.
Oh, damn. That
Jonathan Horatio
still going.
Rodriguez, the GOAT, Hill, Cena.
It was still going.
Yeah, it keeps spinning. It
That
keeps
was
spinning. Well, the U.S. title.
that was longer than the
Here's the reason why I'm the OBK, because I've had belts that old, right? Okay, so my U.S. title it kind of broke, so I had to put like a screw in there so that would stay. This before they had where you can go buy and fix them now. I should probably stop being cheap and just fix it, but it's like fixed, but just don't spin. But I could probably go find the right piece to fix it now, so I should actually do that. But yeah, I got a little screw in there to make sure that it just stays in place. So it spins like it's like really tight, but it's there.
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
Hey.
And I was the first ones to have that title, and that's proof. You see it in my video. Smackdown Philadelphia.
The U.S. one was. I feel like the U.S. one went harder though. The U.S. spinner went
worst title in history. I think that would be the hardcore title, or the 24/7 title, or the eco-friendly belt title.
Hardcore title was the worst.
Or any one of them ECW titles. I mean,
yeah, damn near any ECW title.
The list can go on and on.
But yeah, hardcore title was probably the worst title I've seen.
I even take the Rated R Superstar spinner. I want that shit.
Oh, I definitely want a Rated R Superstar spinner.
Of course, any of the new spinners, if they make a new, I haven't had a new belt in about 2 years. If they get a spinner belt, and listen, shout out to the belt emperors. Okay, my man, my kicks are my fixed nephew, Corey. He got the 25th anniversary or the John Cena belt. Then he got the new one that just came out already. That's the Legacy John Cena, farewell tour belt.
Yeah,
like these new belts are far superior than the OBKs. But the OBK still got his OBKs. But I digress. But what did you think about this segment, though? Because I thought it was everything.
I say it once, and I say it again.
It's 24/7 title. Absolutely not. I have a friend of mine who got it off of eBay for like $65. Oh, yeah, my man, my one boy, Bell King, another OBK crazy with me, the original Bell King members. Crazy. Listen, that boy got $65. He knows how to get them. I got friends that pay him, and I got friends that get them. Okay, and he somehow just gets them. Okay, and shout out to him for that. But go into this segment though. But I thought Cody spoke that hot fire.
Cody, once again, Cody cooks. Hashtag Cody be cooking, because everything that Cody said, 100% right, 100% like just beautiful. This man, I wish people start to realize how good Cody is on a promo. The people that he went up against now, he done gone up against Rock. He done gone up against Roman. He done gone up against Cena. He done gone up against Randy. He done gone up against AJ. And he's held his own against all five. And this spectacular. He's like, yeah, he's trying to do it for him, but you know what? I'm doing it for us. This is not just a me thing. This is a we thing. And you know what? Normally I like to say, the quote that Party Next Door used to say, you talk about us a lot. Oh, we speaking French now. But you know what? We God damn it. He got me sold. Because once again, I love how polished. I love how polished Cody speaks. I love how poised he can speak. And I love how he can go from like that, just calm, political, to I'm a beat yo. Like, and we got it all in this. I did like the spectacular, the showing of all the belts, him going through the belts. I loved when everybody was shouting Eddie's name when they showed the US. I almost shed a tear a little bit, because it's like, dang, really wish this man was here. The stuff that he probably would have witnessed, if you know what I'm saying, if Eddie was still alive, his nephew being a title winner with his dad, like just a lot. But yeah, Cody, there's nothing wrong that I can say about him cutting this. Like he been going at Cena. It's about time somebody can match up to Cena.
I'm sorry, that's where I stop you. He can't match Cena.
Well, match energy. Not he can't
match John Cena's energy.
I think I
love Cody Rhodes. Everything you said up to that point was I didn't stop you, and I'm an interruption king. I did interrupt you. Okay. It was a great promo and everything, Jeffrey. No, but he can't. When he's by himself, he can cut a great promo. Some people say, I openly said, was it 2 weeks ago or this past Monday? I thought he got the best of Cena when him and last time him and Cena were in the ring together. Oh, yeah. I thought he actually got the best of Cena in that one. A lot of people say that Cena still won that.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
so I thought, but I also thought they decided to dim John Cena a little bit to let that happen.
Probably
So I give it that as well. I don't. The world may never know, but
we might not know because
I low-key feel like John Cena has been holding back. Again, that's
probably, but then it's like I guess my thing is what could Cena say for him to not like hold.
To me,
back,
Cena
like,
said it enough. To me, Cena has said people who don't like this setup between him and Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, to go Hill Cena don't understand it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I still don't get geometry. It's just the fuck the way it is. Okay, no, this makes perfect. What Cena is saying. Fuck you, fans. I don't care if it's too late for me. Well, man,
right.
He could have said this
15 and I hate it because I agree with Cena. I hate that I agree with Cena so much. You should have turned.
It's John Cena. Do the hell he want to do.
This is it. It's Cena.
WWE's Mount Rushmore. WWE's Mount Rushmore. Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT Hill Cena.
He definitely is.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. Not Shawn Michaels, not Undertaker, not Triple H. That is your 4 of the Mount Rushmore. The other ones have been replaced. It is Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT Hill Cena. Stone Cold, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. That is the WWE's Mount Rushmore. Debate with someone else's, they would say. Okay,
it's hard to argue against that.
I'm moving on
to
this beautiful thing right here. Now, this is who should be up. Lyra Valkyria is in the wrong position. This should be Roxanne Perez's Intercontinental title.
But you know what? I think, and that's why I hate it when Roxanne stayed in NXT for a little while. But that's why I hate it because I thought at the last
you can't argue it. Jump on, you want to argue it. I ain't got time with you right now. I will take another shot. You cannot argue that.
Who's going to put?
You can hold on. First of all, let me rephrase that. You can argue anything. That don't make you right.
Who's going to put?
That doesn't make you right.
What? Who's? I want to know who.
Unless you want to be with them guys that want to go outside the box, like Vic in our Marvel draft, and say Vince McMahon, then that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's not even fair.
That's it, and that's not fair because he's owner. But back to this. You get early tonight. We feel smart move by WWE. Smart move by WWE.
Yes.
To not put Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler of all time, seen. Not putting her on the microphone was very smart.
That was smart.
Sent home. She attacked her in the parking lot. Blah, 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 blah. If you haven't seen the footage, go to Mike Knox Show, Facebook and Instagram. You will see that as well as I jacked that video from somebody who was actually there. Okay. But having that happen, Tiffany and them having this interaction backstage where Roxanne's trying to go talk to Nick to get on WrestleMania. Again, Roxanne Perez should be in the spotlight to me, not in NXT. That's just where I'm gonna go with that. But
that's been me all day
on this whole match and so forth. Go ahead, speak on it.
This match was really good, and once again, I always say, like I said before, Roxanne came out late. In my opinion, Roxanne came out late. I felt like she should have came a little earlier than she did. Sorry. What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. You what? What? There is no way Bray Wyatt's on a WWE Mount Rushmore. This is what people don't get about wrestling.
No.
I get it, people. I understand.
No.
Listen to me. No one will ever be better than Michael Jordan. Even those who say LeBron James.
He's not better. He's not even better than Kobe.
I'm going to go there. It's a wrestling show. Just saying. Making this 4 point for a reason. Okay? It's so I get sometimes you don't want to hear it.
I could take her,
but I'm gonna tell you why not take her, because outside the street, what did Taker do more than the guys I just named?
And that's why I can't put him on there.
Nothing.
That's why I can't put him on there.
Nothing. He's never been the number one guy. It's like Kobe Bryant. We love him, Kobe.
Exactly.
But Kobe has never, at one point in the NBA, ever been considered the best player in the world, because he came behind Jordan, and then there was all those other guys with Shaq, and then LeBron came, and so forth. No, this is terrible, Matt. Terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
All right, back to the match.
But yeah, like I said before, this match I loved it because one, to show how great that we all knew Roxanne Perez was in NXT, what she provided in NXT. She was amazing, and she's gonna keep on being amazing. It's just in her DNA. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. But I was more impressed with Tiffy. I was more impressed with how much she controlled the tempo, how much she controlled the flow of the match, how much of course her ability. We always seen her ability, you know what I'm saying? That's by miles great. But show a little more tenacity, show a little more aggressiveness. I liked it. I even enjoyed when Charlotte popped up. Now, I will say that her outfit tonight last night enjoy it. Was her outfit last night. How could you not enjoy it? Then, some people hate her. But
no, okay.
Some people hate her.
But let's put $1 in the meter. Why do people hate her? Because I'm gonna just please, because I don't get it. What is there when people tell me?
I think people hate her. Mm-hmm. One, people just don't like they don't like the successful blonde. So
I'm sorry, pause. As you go through it, I'm gonna dissect it like we're in class, which I never did because I hated. I wasn't gonna cut no fucking frog.
But I don't actually hate her. I actually don't.
No, I'm not saying you, but you're speaking for those people.
Yeah, this is what these people say.
What was that first reason again? Because of what?
She's blonde and successful.
She's blonde and successful.
Just say that. Hold on. People just say that.
Stop it. Don't every man want to have a successful blonde? Ain't that what you always hear? Even when the black side, white sheep devil, right? You hear all that shit, right? Marilyn Monroe,
blonde studio.
Okay, stop it. Next,
what a damn clip at? Next. Where my Easter clip? Next. I want my Easter right clip.
Next. Oh, in the wrong studio. We're in the wrong studio. I can't. It ain't in here.
Second is they say she's a nepo baby. She won. She got those titles. She didn't really earn those titles.
She didn't own them, right? Okay. Let me ask you this: was Vince McMahon a nepo baby?
Oh shit, he came on.
Was Vince McMahon a nepo baby?
Oh yeah, Vince McMahon
was
Vince McMahon was like the nepo baby of nepo babies.
Okay. Was you can name Randy Orton nepo baby. You can name The Rock nepo baby. I don't want to hear because your punk ass family ain't good enough to have nepotism. That's on your punk ass family. Next question. He's gone. He frozen again. Okay, he's back. Okay.
I'm
sorry. I apologize because this is a very sensitive subject to me. Okay. It's like the just the two of us song. This is my serious subject, Dad. Okay. When they talk about Charlotte Flair, because that nepo shit, tell me where she's not good in the ring or earn her spot. Who cares about the character that her character, unlike Damian Priest, is queen.
Yeah.
She takes on the persona of the Queen of Hearts from, or am I saying that wrong? Of the Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
Off with his head. That's her gimmick.
It is. But my thing is, the only thing I just didn't like overall, and it wasn't her fault. And when the training thing is like maturity is when you realize, and that's what I had to do. I had to mature and realize it wasn't her fault. But I did got tired of the hot potato fest between 2017 and 2018 when it came to her and Sasha, who's now Mercedes. But I couldn't stand it. But I couldn't stand it. But I can't fault Charlotte for that. I can't say that that's her fault. I can't say that's why I hate her. I will say that some of her title reigns were real short, and even though she's definitely going to break Ric Flair's record, and I won't be happy. I'd be happy if anybody breaks the damn record, but it would definitely be icing on the cake for me.
Just for the benefit of those with time-consuming actions, the things we have to do. That's not a word. I just made it up, right?
I'm glad you said it because
time consumption. I know what the word is. I use something different to add on to that, and it wasn't just consumption. It wasn't just that. But hold on, please. I just get this out before I forget it, please. And welcome to the show. When I look at Charlotte Flair, I think here's the thing: people just don't like, or everybody has an issue with something that they can't be, or they don't have. and things of that nature. And I like what Shay had put there about her matches be top tier. Name me a wrestler. This is the going thing, and I'll move on. Willie said it on Monday Night Show. Shove down your throat. I'm gonna name every wrestler who's been shoved down our throats, and give me a second while I finish this off. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Randy Orton, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Nikki Bella, Trish Stratus. I'm just gonna stop right there with those 10 because I can continue to go. What I just named there were 10 of the most popular wrestlers of all time. So wrestling fans, I need you to find a place that makes sense to me. Because I don't get why you say those things of shove down your throat and nepotism. Because I just named 10 of the people who have all had something to do with something, including Triple H, who's not in that top 10, who people say, well, he only got over because they did the boss's daughter. So what? Is it your fault you wasn't enough to knock off Stephanie McMahon? Because if you could, you would have.
Yeah, that Reign of Terror was great.
So let's stop that.
Actually, you know what? No, the Reign of Terror, the Reign of Terror should have counted as a shove down our throats.
Just a second. Are you gonna come on camera? Or just go that way. Give me a second. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Show yourself.
No, don't worry about it. Did you get your thought across? Oh, come on. No, I'm at work. No, take me. Just keep me backstage. Okay, never mind. Look, all those people you mentioned, people buy tickets for.
Yeah.
People do not buy tickets for Charlotte Flair.
They want to see her lose.
They don't buy tickets.
I was gonna say that too. It's the Money Mayweather effect.
Yeah.
She is a solid performer. I think Cap said it best. She is a solid performer. She's great in the ring. She's one of the greatest of all times in the ring. I have no problem with her with that. But you can't sit here and just say one is nepotism. She puts herself in situations, and I know
I didn't say it's nepotism. I said it's not nepotism. I said it is. Who cares?
Yeah. Let me finish.
Right. No, but make sure your thought is correct about what I said.
My thought is correct.
You said I said something I didn't say, but go ahead.
Puts herself in certain situations that she has no business being in. Sometimes
we're hearing our Charlotte Flair haters, so go ahead.
She has no business winning simply so they can focus getting her title reign up.
Yeah. But so you're the believer who thinks that she does what she wants and she gets what she wants all the time.
She does. She absolutely does.
I'm not. Every wrestler has power backstage, but it's still the booker decision to say yes or no.
She has been every single WrestleMania match she's been in the last 10 years has been a championship match. Every single one.
Why do you hate on that?
I'm not. What I'm saying is, when you,
I would say that we can at least get one that's a non-title.
It's not 2016. It's not 2017. It's not 2018. We're in 2025. The women's division are just as good, if not sometimes better, than the men's division.
Oh yeah.
We don't need Charlotte Flair every freaking time. Every time. She comes back after a year and a half off, and this is not the first time she does it, and automatically, and then she knows it so much, she puts it in her promo. I am the line, right?
She did.
It's the utter arrogance, and you and I, more importantly, know a little something about arrogance. It's the utter arrogance that people, yes, you.
Oh yeah, come on now. Don't look surprised.
That is what makes people dislike us in some forms, and that's what makes people not like her in some forms. Because sometimes she's shoehorned in places she does not need to be shoehorned in. Now we are forced to watch Bayley and Lyra Valkyria in a tag team match for titles when they weren't even a thought 2 weeks ago as a tag team. Because right? She was supposed to fight.
What does that got to do with Charlotte? Hold on. What does that have to do with Charlotte, though?
I'm telling you why. Because
it could have been Charlotte.
Why? Exactly. That could have been Bayley. That could have been Bayley. That could have been Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
There are other women. Where's Nia Jax? I think she's injured. There are other women.
That was after she injured.
Okay.
Io Sky.
Please don't go nowhere. Just stop right there before I forget my point, please.
Go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
Name me a. Isn't this what they all do? Isn't this tradition?
What's up?
You're hurt. You're a top star. You come back. You get in that position. Isn't that how it's always going?
If you name the 10 people you mentioned, yeah, you were that right because you named Stone Cold Steve Austin. You named The Rock.
I named the people.
Headliner people. You named not one person in the backstage went backstage to Charlotte and said thank you for the house, right? But they said it to Stone Cold and John Cena.
I think a few years ago we could have said thank you for the house with Charlotte. I disagree with that.
Oh yeah.
What year?
I'm not gonna play this right now game, but I can go back and answer that question later. I can go back. There's some manias. There's some moments. I'm not gonna let you sit here and get your point across. That is a point that is valid and fair, but not 100% accurate. and that's that Charlotte Flair has never. Again, I use the Mayweather effect.
Exactly.
Floyd Mayweather sold out everywhere he went. He is the most financially gained fighter, including passing Mike Tyson, because everybody wants to see him lose every fight. They not. Yes, I get they're paying because Roman's the headliner. Okay, I get they're paying for this, but when it comes to women wrestling, and yes, unfortunately, she's going against Rhea Ripley. She's going against the top women wrestlers. What's her name from UFC that we forget right now? Ronda Rousey. Right? So she has done those things you said she hasn't done because she went against those girls and she's still in that card. It's to me, what I think wrestling fans don't get that shoe, and I get it's fair. The shoehorn stuff is it's always been that way. And some things, if you can't turn your blind eye to fetch my bags, boy, ain't that what you people do? Then you should be able to turn your blind eye to the fact that, oh, well, she's back. She's going to be in the main event. So what?
Charlotte is getting going away heat. Charlotte gets go away heat. Okay, let me state that. Cap. She gets go away heat. The boos that she get are not entirely, oh, she's a heel, let me boo her.
No, that's not.
Yeah, we know that.
That's fair. That's not even fair. That's true.
but at the same time, you're still going to pay. You're still going to pay to see if she actually goes away. You're going to pay to see if she goes away.
When Tiffany read her the riot act, you're absolutely right, Freckle Sensei. Now people want to pay to see her take that L. It's sad because she ain't taking the L. Because she doesn't take the L. She ain't taking the L. It pisses me off. Because even if the rumors, when I do my research, are true, and Charlotte got a little flack from the Heat backstage.
They're all dodging EST. Wrestling is cool.
She's still taking one. That's one point. Your second point is your Mount Rushmore is a solid Mount Rushmore, but stop acting like it's the only Mount Rushmore. There are a lot of
listen.
The only one
I'm glad you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Mad Dog Kelly. He's the MVP of this month for unpopular review. Don't care what anybody says he's the MVP.
Somebody do care. You don't get to just make the decision.
Anywhere on the Mount Rushmore unless he's chiseling the stone. No business being anywhere on the Mount Rushmore. And that's no disrespect to Bray Wyatt, but let's be real, bro.
Okay.
Let's be real. The Miz belonged up there before Bray Wyatt.
Facts.
Okay.
Okay, but before you go, we can move on because we're almost done and we've been going too damn long.
Hold on, I want to stay backstage, but I'm not going to say anything. But when you get to with the Street Profit segment with the Miz, I got.
Hold on, I want you to tell me what your Mount Rushmore because again, everything's arguable.
Correct.
But I think when you look at the factors, it's unless you're picking with your fandom. You cannot pick against what I said about the WWE's Mount Rushmore of being the four biggest characters. This is what you just said, right? You just said, hold on, you just said sell out the house. Thank you for selling out the house. These four people done that. Huh?
I can make an argument The Undertaker is a part of it.
I'm going to tell you why I can never put The Undertaker there. And that's not even an argument sake for it.
Sure.
And I have to say that, right? Because Taker has never produced or grossed more than those other four guys.
He's never made more money. Yes, I completely agree with you on that. However, the same argument I used for Charlotte Flair, I can use The Undertaker. People have thanked The Undertaker for the house. WrestleMania was built around The Undertaker.
Because that's Shawn Michaels.
No. WrestleMania was built around The Undertaker from WrestleMania 20 and 29. That was your main event most of the time. It was an honor.
It was never the main event.
24.
Yeah, but
20, 26 were main events.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I can put. And Undertaker was with the company for 30 plus years and never.
If you want to make him an altar boy, then make him an altar boy. I will give you that.
I just say he's not. If I were to name Mount Rushmore, and
it would be what I said. It would be what I said, wouldn't it? It would be what I said, wouldn't it?
No. I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that even with the presidents now, it's been 47 presidents, right?
47.
Imagine all the WWE superstars. I think the Mount Rushmore needs to stop being at 4. You can't name 4.
But it's called Mount Rushmore for a reason, though.
You can't name 4 male WWE superstars and say this is your Mount Rushmore.
That's like saying the top 25 female rappers of all time list that came out that was trash. I can't name 25 dope female MCs. So that's why you can't.
Okay, that's debatable, but that's another time. I'll give you my 4 real quick because I want to crucify this tag team title thing because obviously that's just the piss.
Come on, I don't think it's even being talked about the name, so hurry up.
Ready? Here we go. Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino.
Vince surpassed both of them.
Bruno is fair.
That is outdated. Bruno's not fair.
It's not outdated. You're going.
It's outdated. It's outdated and it's not fair for what both y'all just said because Bruno did something in the 70s. Unfortunately, I hate what I hear every single week, and I know you agree with me on this one, executive consultant. the biggest. We're making more money than ever made before in our lives because you upped your prices 80%.
True.
Okay. What Bruno did for this company was very valiant, should never be forgotten, and I will never unforget it. It's like saying when black folks forget about Ernie Ladd. Okay. But what Bruno did, Roman surpassed. Not only that, Roman, I'm not going to name the 4 that I named on the Mount Rushmore path. Okay. You have a better argument for Taker before you have one for Bruno. And I'll tell you, and nothing against HH at all. This is not my personal take either, because you always hear what I tell you the truth about him. Okay. I think Cena surpassed him. I'm looking at dollars and where they are now, but I get the biggest argument. If there's an argument, it is him. If anybody can get replaced or put on there, it is Hogan. And I said his name because without him, none of this shit is possible. And that's why I will give you that. But other than that, nothing else is debatable. Let's move on. Hang out backstage.
Hold on.
You said you were done. You said that.
Then you had your rebuttal for my argument.
You said you were done. People can't even see you. Like, what the fuck? What is this?
Let him listen to his Rob Mushmore. Go ahead, Freckles.
I was about to say something that everybody was gonna hate, but Hogan should be Hogan should be the one that's underneath the mountain. But anyway,
that's you being racist. No offense, it's okay. As I tell you, that's personal. Like I'm sorry.
No. Well, not only that, but
come on, Shay, say it right.
But it's not only just that, but it's his wrestling politics that he's done.
That's all personal. But that's personal, Frank.
I'm not even worried about your personal feelings. I'm worried about what's your Mount Rushmore, because I feel like I'm going into this damn prerequisite.
He's Googling the shit.
So for mine is going to be Stone Cold, Rock, Roman, John Cena.
Ain't that what I just said?
Look at
it was going to be the same. It was about to be the same as yours.
We went through all this shit for to say the same thing.
Because I got Hulk Hogan off for different reasons. I always felt like if they didn't.
Listen. The only reason I picked the way I did is because I put who was on top of that era that led us into the different era. That's the only reason I put Stone Cold over The Rock. That's the only reason why I didn't get to.
They got to go together. In some ways, hear me out.
Nah, they gotta go together.
This just came to me. In some ways, The Rock has surpassed Stone Cold. In
my personal opinion, because there's two different steps of going about it. The Rock is the most popular person ever that used to be a wrestler. So because he's one of the most
even more than Hogan. Absolutely.
In human history. He's one of the most popular.
Yes, of all time. So why don't you put him there then?
Because you don't even think about when you think about wrestling. People don't even bring up Stone Cold. They bring up Rock first.
But in that time period, Stone Cold was the man. The Rock, I still heard boos. I never see or hear people boo Stone Cold during that time. Even when he was a heel, he barely got booed. And when he comes out today, still the biggest reaction. Just how it is. I'm sorry. It's Stone Cold.
All right. Well, appreciate that. And let's get back to it here. I'm excited for this match at Mania. Yeah. It's Mania season. I'm a homer. I'm a goober.
Thank you, Shay.
I'm a mark.
Because that's what I was about to. I was about to cook with this.
Unpopular, but
I was about to cook with this.
Is up there for me. Cook with what? I'm sorry, Shay. I'm gonna tell you why. And I am one of, right? We're gonna say everybody. I'm one of the biggest Macho Man fans there of. He's the first heel I've ever fell in love with. He is the reason why I hate Hulkamania. In no way, there is in no way, and I'm being honest, in no way does he belong in the Mount Rushmore WWE. Again, that's fandom speaking. In no way that makes sense into my generation and to yours. And I love the Macho Man. It's the reason why I got them jackets.
I know people gonna hate.
I will bust him out the next commercial break. But Macho Man is not. Go ahead, Franco. He ain't on Mount Rushmore.
People gonna hate what I say. If white people wasn't so fragile,
damn.
Then Macho Man.
I'm
going there. Macho Man could have been just as important in the WWE like Hulk Hogan was, if white people's ego wasn't so fragile.
I would always say this.
And he doubles down on it.
Hold on. This is where the old head comes out. How old were you during that stage of the Mega Powers?
Mega Powers was 80, so I wasn't born.
Okay, so what the fuck do you know what you're talking about?
You can't say that because
I can 100% say that.
No, you can't because there's research. You can go back and do the stuff.
Research. That's what I'm giving fans. No, I'm a mute your motherfucking ass. That's what fans do. You cannot sit here and say what would have been. What would have been was what we have. We cannot populate or circulate or manifest an opinion about what would have been. What would have been didn't happen. So you can't even put it in a fucking debate. Oh, well, if LeBron James wasn't born, then Michael Jordan would forever be the greatest of all time. Guess what? LeBron was born, so that is a debate for it. You can't say if not for politics.
But wasn't it though?
No, I don't. Listen,
Hogan's whole entire gimmick. Hogan's whole entire
gimmick. You wrestling fans are insane. Everything's politics. Everything's politics in wrestling.
Hogan's whole entire gimmick was
just matter.
It did.
It doesn't matter. Roman Reigns' whole reign is politics. John Cena's whole reign is politics.
And what
Stone Cold Steve Austin's whole reign is politics. Yes, Shan, it's all politics. What are y'all talking about? That's how I know I'm in SmackDown. This is the penitentiary. You motherfuckers are insane. If not for what would have been, then Macho Man would be.
Yes.
He could have got hurt. He could have went to jail for cocaine possession.
But did I not give out the disclaimer? See, did I not give out the disclaimer? I said people are going to hate this. People are not going to like it. But
it's because it doesn't make any sense. It's 1 + 1 2 or -1.
It's just B.
It must be -1 for you.
Hey,
okay.
Look, Terrence Howard just said some. According to Terrence Howard, 1 + 1 = triangle.
Listen, we get to this match because you see there, Chris. I just even think about whatever you're talking about. So whatever it is you want to say about the tag team match and them titles, you need to speak for it now. Forever hold your peace because it was not in my pictures. This is the end of the show. Okay, so
I mean, Miz was right, but that was about it.
So I'm gonna call my mom to pick up. I'm scared. Shay, I would never hurt you. You should know that. I will protect you. If we were actually hanging out, you would actually probably be like something you've never been before. I don't know that for sure because I don't know you that well. In that way, to be like, "What you say?" Because my brother, uncle, beat your ass. Okay. So, but okay, he didn't speak, so we moving on. So we get the start of the show come to be the end of the show as RKO and LA Knight team together to take on a line of blood between these people with Tama Tonga and Sikoa, but gets interrupted in the match by Jacob Fatu, who I did say solo say earlier in the show that, hey, Jacob taking that title at WrestleMania.
Oh, definitely.
Your take on this segment.
This just further showed me that the right person is out of that bloodline is going to win the right championship. I've been saying it for the longest. Yes. Put the title on, put the strap on Jacob. Put the strap on Jacob. I've seen this man, and I know I'm kind of coming biased because, you know, shouts out to AAW, the better Facebook group, wrestling Facebook group that actually cares for wrestlers, unlike Yep. But anyway.
Whoa. What wrestling group would that be? I'm just curious.
Nation of African American Wrestling. The group that actually goes out to shows. The group that actually has two wrestlers in their group.
How about your chest for your group?
How we just disrespect Yep I Like Wrestling because
fuck Yep. Yep is controlled by nothing but incels. You see it all day, every day. Each one of them. And they have came to my inbox personally when I used to be in that group. And I still tell them to this day, y'all are doing nothing but just holding and focusing on numbers and not the people that is ruining your brand. And
how can you focus on the people when there's overcrowded people? Nobody has the purpose of what business is to become successful. They started a group that's now popular. The mission has been accomplished. You motherfuckers think too much.
They don't do shit. What they done in the wrestling community? Name me something they done wrestling in the community. I can tell you what NAAW done in the wrestling community. Help rebuild, help bring back an indie show.
We're going to table this conversation because I used to be on the board of Yep I Like Wrestling. So we're going to table this conversation.
Because
I did not talk about the Jade and Naomi WrestleMania promo package. I did not.
I just want to know what they done. What have they done? What wrestler did they support? Because apparently they don't support a goddamn person. They definitely don't support black wrestlers.
I know this. I'm not
They
even in New
don't
York.
support black
I'm
wrestlers.
not even in New York City, and I know they support their local New York wrestlers.
I'm going to tell you all about it after the show. Papa Knox, go ahead.
Like I said, I know they support their local wrestling. So
local white wrestling.
You can only go to your area, but if that's what New York has, that's what New York has. So that's a New York problem, not a their problem. I'm not alienating any of the groups that I'm a part of because they all let me and allow me to post my content in these groups, and I appreciate it. So I get your flight and whatnot. So that's his face right now. Y'all see him? My face because he has that Raider hat on. Like my grandson came over yesterday with a fucking Raiders onesie on, almost made his ass butt naked. But Naomi and Jade promo. Jade and Naomi's promo did good with the promos, and I love it. Again, guys, those are not promos. It's just not promos. I'm sorry. They're not promos. Promos are in a microphone in front of the ring, in front of people. Those are called, they're not vignettes because vignettes mean you're on your way to the company. They're introducing you to the company. It's just a segment. It was just a commercial cut. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Freckle. What do you think about that? What do you think about that segment though between or that part with Naomi and Jade? Because I liked it. It's a lot to talk about. It's just,
I enjoyed it. I definitely would have rather this be the outcome than Jade versus Bianca, in my opinion. I felt like this was better suited for both of them. I know we're gonna get Bianca versus Jade later on.
No, we're gonna get it at WrestleMania. Oh, Bianca versus Jade. Okay.
Yeah, Bianca versus Jade. We're gonna get.
I'm old.
We gonna get. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that later on. But this was a good segue. At first, I thought, I honestly thought that it was gonna be hands down, no brainer. Jade wins. I don't know anymore. The way these videos been coming, the way that Naomi has been, I don't know.
I do think you should flip a coin for this one because Jade. You think I'm gonna stop? I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
No, you're right. This is literally the flip a coin match, and we literally have these every time at WrestleMania.
Let me ask you this before I go. Do you think one of those questions? I know we're gonna be held. We got a lot of prediction shows coming up. Do you think Jade needs to? Because it's one of them things where, like, Jade, we see Jade needs it, right? In all actuality, Jade needs to win the match. However, Naomi has done nothing really since coming back.
It needs to end in throw out.
I can take that. If you're gonna have a match, a throw-out match, way to come back in and get some intelligent wrestling into this conversation. I love that part because that it cannot. Neither girl can affect to take a loss right here. Yup, it's about viewing parties at bars like Jobber Tears. There's your answer. Okay, but don't go there. I will meet you again because you're gonna go on a rant.
At least one actually got a successful podcast. That's all I'm saying.
That is insane. Okay, listen, guys. That is the end of Smackdown. Comment below. Let us know. Like, follow, subscribe to Unpopular Review. The thoughts and opinions of said individuals on Unpopular Review, including Mike Knox, Freckle Sensei, and all the crew here, a part of Unpopular Review, belong to solely them and them only, and does not represent the thoughts and opinions of everybody on Unpopular Review Wrestling or Entertainment. Smackdown last night. I ain't gonna lie. I was at work, right? My new job got me working till 10 p.m. at night, but I was able to watch it nonetheless. And it wasn't terrible. I'm a dork. I'm a mark. It's WrestleMania season. It's going to take a lot for me to say it was a shitty show. It's going to take a lot.
It wasn't a crappy show, but I think on the road to WrestleMania, it was a little lackluster. That's and I think it hurts the fact that, besides Cody, who did everything he can, I think he delivered a very good promo. You didn't really have any of your main events on for WrestleMania. I think that kind of hurt.
But I think for once they're saving that for next week, like they did last year in Philly.
SmackDown before, because they had the day
like they did last year in Philly. Like that SmackDown last year in Philly.
Card instead of being on Friday Night SmackDown, the WWE Tag Team Champion. Instead, they give me the freaking War Raiders, right? And I'm probably going to night one. I don't think going to night two. They give me the freaking War Raiders to bore me. But at least now I know why I can go to the bathroom at. Because this is freaking ridiculous that they give me the War Raiders.
It has the New Day. It has the New Day.
It does have the New Day.
It has the New Day. It has the New Day.
It does have the New Day.
Okay.
I think it's the only reason why. It's the only reason why it's on it. It's the only reason why it's on the card.
Here's the thing about Chris, right? Here's the
only reason why it's on the card.
Chris, you are spoiled because everybody doesn't get to go to these things as much as you do, right? And I think for those like yourself who get to go to a lot of these things,
I don't wear a green shirt.
And it's not about that. I think for someone who goes a lot of these things, you should start to at your age, because guess what? I may be the older statesman here on the network, but you're not your young chicken no more either. You should start appreciating. You should still start to appreciate the things you get to go see. And going to see the New Day,
I still haven't been
the Raw Raiders, right? I can always say I saw Taker at a WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell match against my other two favorite guys, and Shawn Michaels and as a referee and Triple H. Doesn't matter. I think I think wrestling fans, especially this time of year, what I always say for the last 16 years I've been doing podcasting, whatever it is you want to call these shit, radio and whatnot from Fox Sports Stay here.
It was definitely spoiled last year.
I will enjoy. Nothing can tear me away from this time of year until this shit is over next Sunday night, which you can join us next Sunday night for their review show. Then you'll hear what I say. But for right now, guys, we do have on Monday coming up the Mike Knox show. I'm sorry, not Monday. Shit, I'm sorry. Mondays. Tuesday morning.
I was like, wait, what? No, Tuesday
morning. You have my Mike Knox WrestleMania prediction show, and then coming back on Thursday, Freckle Sensei. And Big Bone Jr. We have the WrestleMania Vegas prediction show. We'll have people live in Vegas calling in. Hopefully they're not drunk live on air. And they put $5 on red and in red, and we won some money. And I'm on my way down to Vegas because I can say, fuck my job. I just won a bunch of money. Make sure you guys check those two things out. And as always, people, there's a lot of here on the network to watch. So we hope you watch them because we got something for everybody. The Mike Knox show for temporary times has been moved to Tuesday mornings, but Monday nights after Raw, including this Monday night, the Raw Go Home show, you'll get the Rated R Super Show. Shit, I think I'm on this show. Now I think about it.
No, not this one. Next one.
The next one? Okay. All right. And then we got the NXT Trio show this Tuesday. Going to do their Go Home show for Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver. I'm sorry. Then we got all Elite Women's Wrestling with the Mad Dog News joining them, as well as predictions this Thursday, WrestleMania prediction show. And then Saturday at 12, I'm not sure if there's a show or not, but if there is, they will be here or somebody will be here. And then Collision, I think, is also going to Thursdays because they're having a Thursday episode. But wait. There's more. We got Unpopular Review Entertainment. People, I know you watch Daredevil. I know you watch TV. I know you're watching Kanan. I know you like movies like Inglourious Basterds and Blades. I know you're watching all these things. I know Superman movie about to come out. I know you watch the Challenge All-Star show. Despite the amount of internet may be messing up, we are here for you. Something for everybody, from wrestling to sports to entertainment and gaming. Unpopular Review channel of networks got what you need. Something for everybody.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to Unpopular Review.
That damn simple. Any final words, Freckle Sensei and Chris?
Yeah, go ahead and please like, subscribe, and follow, because the predictions that we're going to be doing on Thursday may change y'all, may mess y'all up. The predictions that we're going to have is going to mess y'all up. There's going to be some fireworks going and everything. Can't wait. It's like I said, it's spicy season, aka WrestleMania season. So tune in, everything that you can get.
Man, fuck them. Make sure you check out because check out everybody. He's trying to pull this out. I just put it to everybody. He gonna come back and talk about he did some old Money Mayweather shit. Now you got the Mike Knox show on Tuesday morning. You got the prediction show on Thursday. You got the Rated R Superstars on Monday night. You got something for everybody. Chris, your final words. This brother up here trying to self-promote with a damn Raiders hat on.
That's what Freckles does. But no, I mean, anybody who's going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania, that WrestleMania week, come see myself, Willie, and Steve. Your Rated R Raw crew
so jealous.
Will be in Las Vegas for WrestleMania, along with 1/3 of NXT Trio, which is Bad Guy Jack. So feel free to come holler at us. Unpopular Review with associations to Yep, I Like Wrestling will be in Las Vegas.
Thank you. And listen, as the Smackdown show would do, we're going to leave y'all with a commercial for one of our other shows. And we out of here, and we will see y'all all week long. The road to WrestleMania is here. And y'all can't wait. We got everything for y'all, including Michaela Wonders is going to be on live, both WrestleMania post shows. We see y'all next week, y'all, and all week long. Peace.
Previously on the Mike Knox Show.
He knows how to take advantage of crowds. This is why he doesn't need Paul Heyman anymore.
He needed Paul Heyman to become the tribal chief, Honeybee, but no longer does he need him. This is the main event. However, this was not the favor. Seth saying, I will never like you ever again. This is the reason why. I love that Roman said the most craziest shit out of his mouth real fast, Honeybee. He said this shit because this one tickled me pink.
It's only been me. You've been here, but I've done all the work.
I did all the work.
I've made this place what it is today.
I've made this place what it is today.
I took us to the level that we are here
the
today.
level we are here today.
I made this place better than we found it.
I found this crew.
Bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass.